Good evening, viewers. You're welcome back again. This is BVI Channel 1. We are back on our program, Political Review. And on this series, we are going to be doing our political prediction. Joining me via Zoom is Ndubisi Anenugu, the Ambassador General of GGM. He will be joining me in this live interactive section as we look at P2B's chances of securing or winning ADC presidential ticket for 2027 general election. Ndubisi is already here with me. Ndubisi, without wasting much of our time because we are 14 minutes behind schedule. We hope that other participants are going to join because we are going to make our conversation quite very open for anyone to join. Ebomon and Madusi, you can join and be part of this very crucial conversation, which we are going to, moving forward, making it a regular program, especially on Fridays like this. Okay? If you are in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, if you are Nigerian, particularly irrespective of wherever you live, we have our global audience glued to know what is happening in Nigerian political space. And we are here to bring it to you live and direct, right here on our conversation tonight. Ndubisi, you are still setting up. When you are done, you can unmute yourself and let us hit the ground running because we'll guide the raw. For tonight, we are looking at P2B's chances in securing the 2027 presidential ticket for ADC. So Ndubisi, are you there? Are you hearing me? Unmute yourself. Are you there, Andy? Unmute yourself. I cannot hear you, Ndubisi. Anyway, while we're waiting for him, for those of you who have Ndubisi, are you here? I think you are back again.
Yes, I'm here, Chinedu. Good
Okay.
evening, and good evening to our viewers all over the world.
Welcome back. Yeah, we hope that every one of you who are joining us understand our standard procedure. Here we speak and we are very cautious in language, and okay, we are very sensitive with language. And if you want to join in the conversation via phone numbers, it is on the screen. You can call directly, we'll take your call. And also, if you want to join us via the Zoom, our Zoom is on our Zoom link. You can call via our Zoom or join through the link in the Zoom, actually. Then you'll be in the conversation, but you make sure that you have your cameras on. If you cannot come on with your cameras on Zoom, just better still, just call the direct line. We'll get your call through. Okay? As you're getting this very live, please help us to share it, endeavor to share it to as many people as possible. Let us get down to what we have today. For those of you who are following us, just about an hour ago, we've already dropped the prediction for today. And the prediction for tonight is that P2B will emerge ADC 2027 presidential candidate ticket. That is our prediction. And we have a number of factors that we looked into in that very prediction. In case you have not watched that video, please endeavor to go watch so that you'll be on the same page with us. And you can also formulate your own personal opinion regarding our conversation tonight. And the various factors that we looked into in that prediction, don't forget that here we don't prophesy. We are not telling you God told us or what we saw in a vision. We are telling you this very prediction. We're bringing you this very prediction, okay, based on our own informations available to us, okay. We seek to forecast the possibilities of what is going to happen or play out in the Nigerian political space. Okay, so we analyze the events, the outcome, and also look at the historical patterns of Nigerian politics. Then we can come to a conclusion on the dynamics of current political dramas that are unfolding, because a lot of drama is unfolding already. So having said that, the numbers to call is on the screen, +2348104545533. If you want to join us in this conversation by making your contribution through phone lines, then we are dropping the live link for you to share, and also you can join us through that very live link. NDVC, if you are ready to make your own input, please come on board so that we can hit the ground running. I don't think NDVC is there. So we'll go ahead with what we're saying until any one of us joins us. First of all, we're not going to play the predictions here because we've already made the predictions. We admonish you to join or to watch that very predictions. But the prediction we made is basically on 4 major factors that Peter Obi is going to win the presidential ticket. But it doesn't come with a lot of challenges. There are a lot of challenges that are going to face that ticket being won by Peter Obi, and it's going to be Peter Obi and Kwankwaso. It's almost confirmed that Peter Obi have picked Kwankwaso as his running mate. So everything seems to have been concluded, okay? And the article have already admitted that they are going in for a consensus candidate. Whenever they're unable to come up with a consensus candidate, then they will not go into primaries, but it's most unlikely from what we're already seeing. So Kwankwaso have already been picked by Peter Obi to be his running mate from all indicators. All indicators are pointing to that direction. And some of the factors that we're looking into is the application of direct primaries. Direct primary is going to be used for the primary election of most of the political parties, including ADC. And that is what Peter Obi is counting on. We're looking at Southern candidacy, because it is the turn of the South as Nigerian political arrangement had been. So the sentiment of Southern between North and South is still there. And for the fact that Tinubu has gone 4 years, then there's still 4 years left for the Southern candidacy to run the presidency of Nigeria. So that's one of the factors that are playing in favor of Peter Obi. But that doesn't mean that there are no challenges. And in fact, this is also one of the challenges. But we're going to deliberate on that here. We're looking at ticket political value. The ticket political value is also a very big factor. When we talk about Peter Obi and the Kwankwaso, you all know what is in the coffin. Peter Obi is a tsunami, political tsunami sweeping across Nigeria. And the major political bloc in Nigeria is the northern part of Nigeria. And from the look of things, one of the most popular political gladiators in the north, from the most populated state and the most, I would say, the battle zone in Nigerian political or general elections, which is Kanu State. The man that has held sway of Kanu is Kwankwaso, and bringing these two together is a banger that Tinubu have always feared this ticket to emerge from ADC, because that will be a technical knockout for them come 2027. So we're also looking at the political odds. What are the political odds for this 2027 election, ADC primaries for the major rivals? And the major rival there is Atiku. Atiku is one of the major rivals, but there are odds against him because he is from the north. Then the other one is Rotimi Amechi is also eyeing the ticket from the south. So if they are adopting the south, then basically it's going to be for the south. Let us quickly take the first caller for today. Hello, good evening. This is BVI Channel 1 and you are on Political Review. Your name and where you're calling us from, please.
My name is.
All right, Chinedu, go on. Thank you. Hello, Rotimi Amechi. Do you know Malaya? Yes.
Hello, Chinedu, we are not hearing the guy.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Some people are complaining that they are not hearing you anyway, but I know we are hearing you from the studios, and it is getting through on our distance. Thank you very much for your submission. Thank you so much. All right. All right. Thank you, Chinedu from Italy, that called from Italy. Thank you for joining. NDBC has just rejoined us back again. NDBC, are you there? I heard your voice right now. If you are there, let's
Yeah,
let's get your
Chinedu,
own opinion.
we can't hear that guy from England, even from studio. I'm
Really,
wondering whether, yeah, and
but
when,
I am, but you can hear me, right?
yeah, I can hear you, but not from the guy.
Or you're supposed to be coming out. Maybe
Even
check
from
it.
even from studio, we can't hear anything from his own end. Anyway, let's.
Anyone that can hear me can hear him. That's the truth. I don't know why. What? Maybe you check your own
No,
side.
Chinedu, I can hear you, but could not hear the guy's voice. Maybe you can confirm from others. Anyway, let's continue.
All right, go ahead.
Chinedu, from the topic under discussion, politics is too serious to be left for the ragamuffins and political hawkers and traders across Nigeria. And over the years, we've seen politics as a dirty game that should be played by the street mafias. Just hold on.
Well, NDBC is not here. We
Uh,
hope to. Okay, go
uh,
on.
Sorry, Chinedu, can you hear me?
Go on. Go on.
Like I said, the politics is a serious game that should be discussed by us. Nigerians are too religious, just too religious. Nigerians are not, when it comes to politics, people don't take it serious. Even my households or people across the street, if you look at them, they are busy praying, asking God, asking God for better life, for things to keep everyone things don't and we keep on praying. But when we discuss politics, some people don't take us serious. Some people take it that we are wasting our precious time. Even in university, even across the communities, if people should take this discussion, like we call it political prediction, we predict. It's not gamble, it's not prophecy, but you look at certain facts, you look at certain fundamentals. It's from those fundamentals that you should be able to say whether this thing is possible or not. Now, coming to the topic under discussion, what are we looking at? Of course, myself, I believe that the best, if I should project, I'm looking at it that any serious minded political party will look at P2B Kwankwaso ticket as the best to fly. But pastors or prophets will say this is the ticket to go, irrespective of the fact that APC is trying to play smart one by removing David Mark and the ADC Secretary General from their website. And with court pronouncement that this guy's Congress is null and void and what have you, people are losing interest or hope. But however, for those of us that are politically informed, we know that all these things are initial gara 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 gara. What we know that ADC have come to stay is the major political opposition in Nigeria, as far as Nigeria is concerned. And as far as me I'm concerned, the ticket to watch is P2B Kwankwaso, Atiku will be overwhelmed with the kind of support P2B and Kwankwaso corner within and outside ADC. So that is why I'm looking at it, Chinedu.
So, what are the major challenges you feel that P2B will have clinching that ticket? Considering some of the you've watched some of our the prediction we made today and some of the factors.
Yes, I have. I know, of course, if you talk of challenges, you look at Article. Article is there, number one. From his body language, he has already told the world that this is the last shot. He will be, I mean, towards presidency, Nigerian uh, uh, Aso Rock seat. That this is the last chance, and at least this is his last shot on the seat. So if you look at that statement, you are seeing a man that is determined, determined to have that ticket at the end of the day, irrespective of whose us is God. But I look at it that article is not being realistic. Because if he's realistic, he should play the role of Tunimbu during 2015 election. You know, Tunimbu has everything going for him. But as we call him, that is a strategist, a master strategist. You know, even at his age that time, forget the present official age. People are, Nigerian official record is ascribing him to be 74 or 75. Tinubu should be anything 85. 85, between 80 to 85 presently. So, Article, I see one who should expected Article to play that role Tinubu played 2015 election, you know. It was that role he played that after 8 years, he said, it's my turn. And he did everything to take that his turn by fire, by force. So one would have expected Article to pipe low and the position P2B to fly under the agreement that if you go in, constitution must be restructured for single term of 5 years. 5 years. Under the agreement that after you, the power will go north. And of course, if power goes to the north, Article should get it. Whether he is 85 or not, it's not important. As long as he's strong, you know. So that is the kind of arrangement I expected to have from Article. The other challenge is Amaechi. Amaechi, of course, is looking at himself as the best for now. That people should not be sentimental or be emotional, or people should not be tribe ethnic driven. People should just look at the most qualified person. But again, if I must be fair to Amaechi, with due respect, Amaechi has done his own bit, but he was part of Buhari 8 years administration. And to the rest of Nigerians, we knew the role Amaechi played throughout that administration. So I just don't know how he's seeing himself or whether he's overrating himself to be the. Is it because he's a mafian? Or is it because he's fearless? If he's fearless, he should pipe low. After all, South have gotten it before under Goodluck Jonathan. So you should pipe low and, pull all the forces together behind Peter Obi. So behind Atiku Amaechi, of course, I don't see any other person. I don't see any other threat coming from anybody, apart from what APC is trying to do to ensure that ADC is not on the ballot. but that
Okay.
will be care of with time.
All right. Okay. I think that is Chinedu that called from Italy. He's joining us via Zoom, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken. All right, go on, fire on, my
It's
brother.
true. It's true. I'm the one. Thank you for this chance. Let me repeat what I said because I see how P2B they waka because it's like he don't tire. I swear. I love him when he start this LP. This LP when he start that time. The LP when they follow that time. So I love him. But this ADC where he start when they follow now. It's like I pray may they not make her like no road again. All those people when they join now, and those people that don't do Nigeria like this, shaggy. And those people, they have the opportunity to make this country they okay that time. Talking, if I mention 5 people, I'm not wrong. I mention the inside. I took the inside. How do I find the inside? David Markey the inside. Do you know say David Markey is the one of he do three what they call a snake president that time? What they contribute that time? But for my own chair, for my own if Peter Obi can leave politics, may begin to do another thing. It can favor him because as I see him now, make it be like after everything they don't run out like this, run out like this, run out like this. He can't begin to say, I don't know. So I know don't leave these people. Because this Nigeria way they see now, nobody I trust. I don't trust anybody. Even Peter Obi, I don't trust him. I don't trust anybody again for politics. How can you tell me as a president something happened in a state, you cannot handle a governor or local government, local chairman? They're still the white people. See, they say you are talking about the election. Which election again? Okay, let us say something. If Nigeria go get head, this election they won't do next year. The problem of Nigeria election is a INEC. I swear that is the problem. If INEC do their own way, they do our way, you go see and say the election will do okay. How can you tell me say the person went there inside the seat of an election, now president now put on there? Everybody went there inside everything, both IG now president put on. It cannot work like that too. Me, I follow Donald Trump. Donald Trump, they ask a question. They go sit him down. They ask a question. They ask a question. They remind him, see this thing, oh, look at what he said that time. Oh. See, look at what he go answer, they go reply them. Because if you don't do them, a problem. What is the difference between Donald Trump and our president? Another one I want to tell you, everybody, if this election don't want to do, if you like, you vote Tinubu. If you like, you vote P2B. But if this country begin the worst, now masses you will vote them. That be the cost. Someone can call me, go give you 100,000. That 100,000 don't buy a life for 4 years. How much for 100,000? How much for 5,000? How much for one bag of rice? People don't get sense because of hungry. Because of hungry. Yeah? They'll give you small money. They'll give you small money, you vote. They'll give you small money, you vote. All the, let me say, Africa politics, all of them, they're corrupt. It's more better for us. Let what they call them, military begin to rule. Look at what is happening now. Okay, president go bring money for this one. They go chop them. Nobody they control anybody. Our police people they worse. Yeah, this country one day. This city one day is powerful city. I never see police carry gun, they push person. I never see police shoot gun. But if anything happen, go see how everything happen. I need to tell you, say, I need to talk, say, bad thing they happen here. Bad thing they happen here. But if it happen, they must catch you. And the one thing I want to tell, I want to suggest, Nigeria don't get data. I mean, data is like this is a card. This is a card. It's a data. This data is a document. This document I'm holding now. If anything, any number come out, it go affect this card. And they don't get it. Like me, when they this country now, I mistakenly go apply anything. My name, they mistakenly wrote my name mistakenly or my number. It go affect me because it's my data. If I do anything, I'm not going to go anywhere. If I go Germany, they go hold me. If I go France, they go hold me. If I do anything, they go leave me at the run. Where I won't run, where I won't go, I go fly go. If I want enter airport, they will see me. But Nigeria, you go see and say, Boko Haram around this bandit, kidnapper, they make call. I just they cry. They make call, they make it talk, they do wrong nonsense thing. They cry. Many things involved for Nigeria to settle. Many things involved. Because this country, it need vision, not be Peter B. Leave Peter B. We not trust, I don't even trust him, I don't even trust anybody at all. I trust person when we say he get vision.
Okay.
Vision means say you come, you bring vision that this country, how much they will make, put camera, do everything. If they tell me I rule Nigeria, I go rule them. I go rule them well. I go rule them, handle them well. Nothing will happen. Why? Because I know everything concerning vision. Like a Dubai, why it's like this? Somebody do it like this. So
Please,
all this country will be.
Okay. No, I want to give him a couple of minutes more so that he can finish what he's saying.
I let this be solution driven. Solution driven.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Give me just 2 minutes.
Let him pour out his frustration, because most of his frustration is the yearning of many Nigerian people out there. They are frustrated.
That should be solution.
We will get to the solution. We will get to the solution.
Like a Chinedu from Italy, he cannot be president now. He said if he's given opportunity, but he cannot now.
Let him.
Reality.
We have to let him finish. Pouring out his frustration, pouring out his anger, it reflects most of the opinion of Nigerian people, the way that they think for their mind. Continue. Just have 2 minutes more. Conclude in 2 minutes.
Like me, I'm not supporting anybody, because all these politicians we are seeing now, change it. If we enter now the same thing, what I'm praying, let God give us a vision guide. Person that will come out, it go change Nigeria. Nigeria go change you, but how you get change? How you change? Person get vision. That is
okay. Now, from among all the politicians where you don't see for Nigeria, which of them you think say get vision? As if you enter now, think go better for Nigeria.
Okay, like me, what I see, I heard Peter B.
Whoever that you want. When you be say they look at, say, if this person enter now, we have hope, say things go begin there better, go be business as usual. Who be that person? Who be that candidate?
Now people be, or he get calculation to make Nigeria okay. He get calculation, because if you go to Anambra, what he did, you see, the little one he rule, when he govern Anambra, he do well. Anambra do okay. And not like a corruption, not like a carry, we not carry money, he not carry any money. If you Peter B, I like him, but what is my problem is that these people where they follow, they not make him fuck up. That is my opinion.
I understand you. And say,
if they fuck up for me, I go cry. If I fuck that man up, I go cry.
I understand you.
No useless arm. You better make go.
But he cannot do it all by himself. That he needs, even in politics, you can wine and dine with the devils. The most important thing
I know,
is
yes.
you must have your. Nubisi, what is your own take? How you go take react to this?
No, Chinedu, see, this thing is simple. This Chinedu from Italy. Chinedu, the guy is
Now,
Chinedu.
now my namesake, na Chinedu, they on board today.
But the guy doesn't sound Igbo. He's
I'm
dialect.
from Delta. I'm from Delta Igbo. I'm
Okay,
proud of I'm proud of Igbo. I'm
Now
from Delta
because
from
okay,
of
Agbo.
now because in they use broken they speak, Abi. Now
okay,
they
okay.
talk.
No, bro, because of the broke his dialect. Anyway, that one set aside. I understand how people feel and how emotional some of them are, including Chinedu. He's emotional. That is one thing about Nigerians. But you know, for one thing, you just have to do before it by and politics. You know, P2B is not a saint. He has never claimed to be a saint. Of course, we are from Anambra State. I'm based in Oka here. I was here when P2B was the governor for 8 years. So anything about it, of course, I know. So the truth of the matter is that nobody is sent. Not you, Chinedu Asozo. Not me, Ndubisi. Not Chinedu from Italy. We are not sent and we are not perfect. Obgodu Pope is cannot claim to be perfect today. But what we are saying is that anyway, irreducible minimum expectation. We Nigerians have to at least understand the fundamentals or why things are not working. At least that is the essence of this class. If we are doing political prediction, if we are trying to look and size up these guys at the political corridor, we should be able to sensitize and educate Nigeria what to expect and what is the meaning of good governance. And knowing that it is not a rocket science to build a modern society, we have to at least hold that thing at our fingertips. That is not a rocket science to build a modern society. It's until Nigerians begin to understand this, they will be able, or they should be able to know what to expect from these guys in corridor of power. The power of the people is greater than very few people in government. You are looking at them, P2B, Kwankwanso, Atiko, Amoechi, Tinubu, Chetima, very few of them, and the 36 governors, they are not powerful. But the issue we have is that the reason of majority of us being emotional. I heard Chinedu from Italy asking Peter to step aside and face his business, that he wouldn't want it to be messed up. If Peter steps aside, who will be inside? You want the devils to be inside to occupy our political space. Is that what you want? And you are praying. No, God will not do anything for you. Nigerians are too religious. Anyị ga-ekwechi, we have to insist, we have to educate. If it means coming here every night, I will donate and devote my time to sensitize the public that it is possible. What God does not know does not exist. God created all of us. God gives us strength. God gives us reasoning. God gives us sense of commitment. Of course, it's we have to believe that this thing is possible. We have to believe that the power of the people is bigger than those few people in government. So, what we are here to do is to tell people, yes, it is possible. Like we've always said, we are GGM ambassadors, good governance ambassadors. If we're able to convert 1 million people reasoning the way we reason, who is telling you that all this he does in corridor of power? Peter Obi self, he does not have all the ideas. Peter Obi doesn't have all the ideas. But Peter Obi is a good listener. And Peter Obi likes people to criticize him. But when people are too docile, or when people expect him to be Jesus Christ, or when people expect him to go in there as a president and do everything, Peter Obi cannot do it. But when Peter Obi should have people like us, people like Aisha, holding him to account every now and then, telling him that he should do this, that what is, why should Nigeria pay higher price for fuel while we have crude oil here. Fuel, a liter of fuel shouldn't be sold for anything more than 100 naira. More than 100 naira in Nigeria. It shouldn't be sold for every, if not that the Kaba, all the mineral resources in Nigeria have been hijacked by Kabas and their families and their girlfriends. That is why we are paying high prices. So if you allow P2B to go there and you keep quiet, believing that P2B will perform miracle, I'm telling you, P2B will not do much. So it's only holding him to account because he has listening ears more than some of these politicians who have sold their soul to devil. That is what makes P2B different from others. Chinedu, I think for now, let me pause for now.
Okay, thank you, NDBC, for that your submission.
Let me ask
okay,
question.
Okay, Chinedu, do you want to ask question?
Yes,
Fire up your question. Let's hear your question.
thank you, NDBC. Me, I did verse well. From data, yeah. From Agbo. Because the reason why they make me the verse, our government, they are not trying for masses. They are trying for themselves. Because I never compare Europe and Africa. We get money past them. Not this year. Sorry to say that. I'm telling you honestly. Not in the year. Every month, if I begin to explain how everybody they live here, you will say, you yourself, Oga, I know say you don't stay UK. I heard it for you. You know how the system dey. You must work hard and pay a bill. And that tax why they pay now be the benefit when the country they get to. You understand now? Which money they get? Nigeria get money past all this European country. Because if you come outside, say you know get work, maybe they work outside. We go ask you, wait carry you come here. Come when we came newly, only like 3 months, we they find work. We both they ask us, wait they carry us come here. That time Buhari they rule now. Wait they carry us come here. Because they see something when they in Africa. Understand? Okay, the question I want to ask to finalize everything, whether APC come out or ADC come out, all of them, the government. Now, this is the name, but people when they there, now be the difference. If they come out, all these people, they put on that person, APC. If that person good, Nigeria go good. The president, now him the head of the country, and the governor, now him the head of the state. If president no go fee, all this one they blame. We go blame Tinubu one side though, but you know go feel govern all the states. You know go feel govern Anambra, you know go feel govern Lagos. Or that is what they give. They get grassroots. What they call them? All these people, chairman, councillor, and whatever. Do you know the councillor of this place what would they? We call them mayor. It be like our governor. Mayor of this city when I did. It's a councillor. You reflect to councillor in your own place. Okay, what I want to say, if the INEC take the opinion of masses, you go see and say this election go good. Forget about it. If INEC stand and say, okay, when they do election, after they do they count it. Like the one when they do LP, as they do and finish, they bring the count them, you see camera, everything. You they see them. You go see this thing we talk. ADC go win. ADC go win APC. 100, they go win the 100.
Sure.
If the INEC do the right thing.
No, we are not expecting INEC. We are not expecting INEC to do the right thing. If you are expecting INEC to do the right thing, then you are going to be heartbroken the more. We are going to force them to do the right thing. Don't expect them to. We are going to force them. You know, there's a difference between you expecting INEC to do the right thing. And there is another thing by forcing INEC. They've seen that we say it that Okade Lifoni Muanya, meaning that rats know the shop waiting, know the shop something where they be say the owner, they awake. Okay? So these rats, these political rats, both INEC, both the ones in the judiciary, both the ones in the security apparatus, even the political bandits themselves, go. They no go fit shop if Nigerian people eye open. And your eye being open is coming out in mass. That's what we did in 2023 election was just a test run. They couldn't handle what happened, and they are still trying to come to terms with what happened in 2023 election. Now, Nigerians must triple that energy, must multiply that energy. Okay, so that when we hit the political space, they will not be able to handle it. They will not be able to rig it. You understand? So it is not about expecting INEC to do anything. But before I allow you to continue, there are people who are joining us, who just joined us.
Okay.
Perhaps if you are here, if you want to join the conversation, that's why we put out the link. You can come in and make your submission. Let's hear your voice. Let's hear your opinion. That is why we are bringing the political prediction on a live conversation like this, so that it will not be my personal opinion alone or the opinion of GGM. We are the people, and let our voice be heard. So I have Solo just entered right now. Solo, you have the floor if you want to speak. Let's have your opinion with respect to what we're talking about before I let others speak. Solo, if you can hear me. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. You are muted. Unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Perhaps we might move to the next person. Can you hear me? Solo, if you can hear me, you just entered. I think he cannot hear me properly.
So put that, click the speaker, mute yourself,
Unmute yourself, unmute it so that we can hear you. You can now speak. We still cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
We can't hear him.
Something is wrong with your mouthpiece, maybe.
Pick another person, please.
Okay, we have Solo. Find a way to sort out your mic. We cannot hear you when you speak. You are unmuted already, but we cannot hear you still. So you might help us by probably muting and unmuting yourself again, or checking your phone to see if your mic is on. Thank you very much. While we wait for you to sort that out, we have Samsung, somebody with Samsung who is here. I don't know the name. We have Ikechukwu. Ikechukwu, you've been here for quite some time. We also want to hear your voice and also see your face. But if you cannot come up live, you can also make your submission here quickly. But we expect those who want to make their submission by audio to call the numbers on the screen. That's why I placed that number there, so that if you call, we will take your call. All right? Those who are expected to be with us right here are those who are ready to speak with their cameras on, because we are here to show ourselves and speak. Say, this is we are two or three people are just speaking behind the microphone. So Samsung, the person using Samsung, I don't know your name. You can unmute yourself and introduce yourself and give us your own submission. I'll get to the next person. You can unmute yourself.
I'm not sure whether they're hearing.
Okay, if they are not hearing, then we can continue the conversation. Chinedu, go on with what you're saying.
what I'm trying to say is that let youth, you people should not make mistake again. Second, this is the last opportunity. Well, if Nigeria not being the suffer. After Jonathan, Buhari don't enter. He rule 8 years. This one, Tinubu won't rule 8 years again. So this and second term of Tinubu, make not make mistake. Or the thing that affect us, we when the not people when the Nigeria, that affect us. Because other countries, they bring goods, they buy motor. If we buy like 5 motor, send that to a country. Other country they do Zimbabwe, Ghana, Benin Republic, but Nigeria, Nigeria people, you cannot buy you cannot buy car like a 5 car or 3 car. Say you may make it send go to Nigeria. That motor you go see for your hand now. But if good government enter, you go see and say, more they carry motor come. But that one be problem of Nigeria. Our problem is that Nigeria, they never get the right person right from time.
We will get it
Corruption
right this time.
and
No, this time we have gone past sentiment. We are putting our boots on the ground. We are putting our feet on the ground to get that to happen.
I pray make this not make mistake again because of money.
No, we are no longer praying for them. If they like, maybe they go say their vote now. Maybe all of us they hear. Maybe all of us they hear them.
Muna support people be please any person who want like Nigeria to progress because this only this ADC now they exist now for our government now.
Okay.
Muna leave APC.
Chine, let us go to Ikechukwu. I think he has put on his camera and he's a fine gentleman.
Okay, sir.
Want to hear his own opinion. Let's hear his opinion. You can unmute yourself, Ikechukwu.
Yeah, good evening all.
Good evening to you.
Yeah, well, I think the thing is, basically, we have to look at it from the angle of the people and the willingness to participate, right? Good governance doesn't really take much. It's something that has to do with, are the people really willing to sacrifice and put out their time for us to have good leaders? Like my brother from Italy was saying, it is not rocket science, right? Some of us who stay abroad know what it is for the community to come together to have good governance and the participatory also, because it is all about the participatory and how are the people willing to participate. The ADC, the APC, or whatever party that is there, it is the willingness of the people themselves to participate. If the people don't participate, it's not going to work, my brother. It will not work. Most people who have left Nigeria did not leave the shores of Nigeria because they really wanted to leave Nigeria. Some left because of the condition they found themselves. And that is why you see why things are going this way. Like I said, it is the ability, the willingness, the zeal for people to come around, form themselves into smaller groups, community groups. My brother, you live in Italy, you know what it is to participate or for people to come out to, it's all about the door-to-door, right? Community-based neighborhood. Now, but if those things are not really there, there's no how it's going to work. Then on the election day, who are those who are going to measure at least your vote counts? Who are those who are going to make sure that vote count? But if people are not really willing to make sure that the votes count, it's still going to be the same thing. I was still going to go back to where we come from before. So, my brother, like I said, it is all about the willingness. Even if you preach from here to the next day and we don't have that small clique of community, neighborhood, church, society, organizations that will be willing to encourage people door to door, we will still go back to 0-1 because each time when you watch the news that come out from Nigeria, it is not encouraging at all. It is never very encouraging. So, my brother, It's all about the participation and the willingness for people to come out and be devoted also to put in the best to make sure that this thing works out. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We had some network glitches, a couple of seconds, for some seconds now, but we're back again. And I thank you, Ikechukwu, for that, your submission. We have Henry Ebubogo. Henry, you just joined us. We would like to have your own submission very quickly because we are past spent the time. Our time is clocking out. We have about 3 minutes. Henry, you have the floor. Can you hear me? Henry, can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Nkiru is here again.
Okay. Can on you want to use the Samsung?
Yes, exactly.
Nkiru, we can't hear you. You didn't want to say anything. I was even suspecting more a ghost. or monitoring spirit.
Tinubu.
Actually, I think I'm more monitoring spirit. Go on. Let's have your opinion.
Good evening, everybody, depending where you are hearing my voice. My name remains Nkiru ka Iron Lady. Coming to this election, ADC, we are predicting who is going to win. Man, in the first place, most people that defected into APC, most of them are among those that destroyed this country. I call them old wine in new bottles. Maka na ịma ebe ọbụla Peter Obi jefa onye ọbụla ada eche ekizi kedu onye na onye bụrụ ha ncha niile eruba ịnụkwa ndị niile nọ n'APC ADC ọkwa ha ncha mebiri obodo a. Most of them mebiri obodo a maka ije na ka ije otu fasichi ịma na ọtụtụ n'ime ha bụ ha ncha tebele ofe abudu ji lakweze. Most of them, but not all of them. Now, another problem we are having is INEC. Are they going to allow the election to go successful, free and fair election? Are they forgetting an embassy go to court? According to people, how they are feeling this time, everybody wants new Nigeria. Everybody wants change. But who are who that will come out in the streets? How are they going to protect life? Maka na ọbụrụ hapụ ịtụcha election, pụta agbagbukwa gị, because we all know that the system is not working. Na country ọ na-abụ gọvanọ jebe obula mmadụ ka na-eje. Ihe eme president nọ na airport wee address ya ndị platoon ya na-egbu. So INEC professors fa ga-ekwe ka atụa votu ọfụma. That is another thing. Mana atụ anya ọfụma, ADC ga-win and Peter Obi is going to merge. Then I know that APC now na-eme religion tribalism. Unu watch ya na ana acclaim ka ewepụta onye bụ credible somebody. Fana ana atụgharị ya. Ọ bụ okwu win na primary bụ okwu win the souls of poor masses. Allow people voice to prevail. So for me, ADC kwesịrị win ma ọ bụ na ha nye okwute ndị Igbo maka o wee good record mgbe ọ chịrị Anambra. Ọ bụkwa na ha ọ dị perfect mana at least onye ga-enwe 8/10 ọ try nke ọzọ mend. And again, onye ameje as president kabasi na okirikiri, are they going to allow him to carry his duty very well? Maka na inekwa anya kịta onye ba ndị senate ọ bụrụ ndị rubber stamp ọ bụrụ ihe niile or your man we shall stand maybe I go back another mandate because we don't have any more national anthem. No job na we stand for the mandate of that person. So for me, ADC is going to win. If INEC, bribery and corruption, because INEC, they're supposed to be an independent body. We only had all those things in the pages of newspaper, but to carry it out, foul. Are they going to allow it? And people, are they ready to come out to follow the bomber to bomber? Hasibegege, ndị mmadụ ga-esikwa anaghị ana. Ebulu ute, bulu bed, bulu pillow. Because the former INEC, Mr. Okoyo, Kwoku, assigned ihe niile adị na law. Amara m otu ndị asibịa na-atọ na-awọghala ife afa na-awọ. Ịghọta actual result a ga na-afụ stress. Ihe niile a na-aga electronical direct, mana they have started rigging the election. Nke a bụkwa nke bụ eziokwu. INEC.
Mama, they talk, they hear you, they enjoy your topic. Where Mama again? Well, Mama, they talk, they hear you, Mama.
I said that they can never allow all the people voice to prevail because we don't have, most of them, common headache, they will travel to another country where the system is working. The worst of all, governor can still travel to another country, carry his security from here to that place. They want to corrupt UK because everything they are doing, now who go talk, that me go talk. If you talk, I buy you. I will arrest you. Wherever you are, I must find you and arrest you. And nobody will bail you out. Let people come out and vote. But if we want to start anything, we have to start it from the INEC. Because with this so professor here, I prefer primary 6 candidate to rule us, to lead us to that better Nigeria than professors. And I prefer better primary 6 to lead INEC because we call them independent body. But what you are seeing, they are not independent at all. They are rubber stamp. And we are seeing the National Assembly, all the reps, we saw what Akpabio is doing. Rubber stamp. Now your mandate will stand. We can never, anything you bring, I know, assign your fuel subsidy removed. But now they borrow the highest amount of money. We pharmacists, we are dying, but can we come out? Who will protect us? Are we ready? Is there any law that will protect people? If you shoot anybody, eye for eye, I rest my case. I still remain in Kiroka with Iron Lady.
Thank you very much, Iron Lady, for that very submission. Thank you so much.
All right, your YouTube is not showing again for television.
Yes, it went off because of internet. It's going to come back any moment from now, so that other people can as well follow us. But just a second, let us reconnect it back, and we are almost ending the program anyway.
It's okay.
Nkiru, thank you very much for that, your submission. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Chinedu, go on. Let's continue the conversation anyway.
My brother, waiting, Madam Ikuru said, that is what I'm support. That is what I'm saying. The problem we have is INEC and judiciary. That is the problem we get. All this what you're talking about. That is the problem. And who is the monitoring INEC? They must have the body that monitoring them. Because this talking about politics is very simple. If you win, you rule. If you don't win, you go house. Because you know that you know go feel win. You can't begin the bribe person. Why they bribe? Okay, now that is why it's difficult for you to win a sitting government. It's very hard though if corruption not there. If there's no corruption, he can win. He can win a new what's they call them? A new party can win any party if there is a good conducting, good fair and good conductor as INEC. So corruption don't dey. That is our problem. Our problem is started from INEC. INEC is the one that putting us this problem, this shit we are talking about. They know because hence they give them money, they forget about you. I remember that time when they hold all these children, they put a minor age, put them inside prison. Look at them waiting. The Tinubu lawyer said, say this country we are enjoying. What are you enjoying? No light, not everybody is suffering. You're talking about you're enjoying country. You know the shame because of a little money they're giving you. We bloggers, you people bloggers, we want to help Nigerians. We don't they fear again because anybody now, if they hold you now, what you talk now, truth you talk, you don't kill anybody, you don't buy anybody. And they beg everybody, and they beg every Nigeria, we want to vote a right person. A blind person don't see. Even deaf and don't see. Say this country, you know, they go anywhere. I pray make Peter Obi win. Because if he win, may we tell you some of that food. We are eating pepper, right from the PDP, right from the what's Obasanjo. Thank God he still God keep him alive. May he suffer waiting they suffer. Now in the person when he support this Nigeria, now he get that opportunity to repair this nation. Thank God, God keep him alive to witness all these things, rubbish that he created. He is the father. He is the grandfather. He is the automator of father that support this country. So let us leave that one. We need to correct this country. We need to correct it. Let this INEC do a rightful things. Let they do simple things. We are suffering. Nigeria is suffering. Everybody is suffering. Yeah? How can you tell me now if you get money now, if you don't get security, don't get anybody, you cannot work? Yeah, when I did now, I feel carry my bicycle, my electric bicycle, go a 3 hours another city. I don't go fear anything. I don't go fear anything. Excuse me, what's more? You say this thing, I just buy it. Excuse me, sir. You say this thing because I just buy it for protection of my life. All this Morocchino. Sorry to show this thing. Because why I buy them, I don't get gone because of electricity. You understand? So why I do it like this, when I go something, if I travel night, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I do road, when I go walk. You understand? Because I don't hold any gun. If this thing, if anybody hold me, I need to, I just take you, go out. That's why I hold this one. But Nigeria, if you get money now, you must protect yourself because the country is run and run. It don't spoil. It don't spoil.
Okay, let's give Henry some opportunity to speak. Hello, Henry. We want to hear your voice now that we are back again. And we also have Chuk. Chuk joined us here. We'll hear from you after Henry. Henry, go on. Henry, you don't have your light or your camera on?
No. I'm good morning. Good evening, team. I'm operating from a laptop. I've not been able to.
Okay, fire on.
Okay, yeah. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, viewers. I think I've taken special notice of all the discussion right here on the platform, and I think we're all communicating what I feel that is good. But I myself have some reservation about how we are trying to color the countdown to 2027, and there is this presentiment that the strategy around P2B around 2027 must be P2B. I don't think with the way things are going now, if we actually want to dislodge APC, that it should be a one-man show. So what we should be looking at for right now, one, to make sure that the courts are able to establish ADC and make sure that Tinubu does not run against himself. So they need to be very, very careful, get the best lawyer, so that what happened in 2023 cannot repeat in 2027. So that by the time they're able to dispense the court cases, ADC will remain a veritable and strong opposition and option to APC. That is one. Then two, I've looked at what is going on, the permutations. If you look at the how ADC started and what became of it and where everything is going, I feel that at this point we shouldn't be beclouded with emotions. The truth of the matter is that from the way things are going, if they do the primary today, Obi and the Pampa, so the so-called permutation may not peter out owing to antics. I know Atiku very well. Atiku has never lost a primary in ADC. So these are the factors we have to look at and see that if at the end of the day, whoever emerges from ADC should have the maximum support. And at this point, Obi has to really, for me, Obi has to really have a sit down with his the obedience and his supporters and tell them that the nature of the job at hand is not really about it. That is really it should be around a coalition that will unseat Tinubu. No
Oh,
politician of
eh,
living memory.
Henry, let me interject a little bit, then you continue. You know, I made this conversation. I don't understand where you're coming from. To Nigerians, there are no options apart from P2B. If you are looking at some people based on their history and the rest of them, the change of APC in 2015. Instead, we continue with the madness. I know go near already. You understand what that is the mindset of many Nigerians. So I'm telling you from the mindset of many Nigerians. And the Abono Ilowa, the guard, they say Capito be prepare about the minds of his followers that is not about him. It is about P2B for now. Except when any other viable opposition or candidate that can step up. I'm telling you honestly, that is the mindset of Nigerians.
Hello, Chile, I understand. Comrade, I understand. What I'm saying is this, most of the times when people take a look and try to look at what Peter B is saying, they are not getting the message the man is saying. Obi is telling everybody that he must be on the ballot. And he has a reason for saying those things because except that
On my confidence.
that's what I'm saying. And that confidence does not mean that he is 100% sure that he's going to notch that ticket because there are other contending factors even within the ADC cocoon. So my point is this, Obi is going to play a role in 2027. And for me, if Nigerians is to have their way, Obi is the only alternative. He will defeat Tinubu by 12 noon on January 16 or so. But in Nigeria, it's not all about your appeal. There are a lot of, we understand all these arithmetics in the parties. The first major step is to win. The point is this, and I want to let us understand one thing. No one politician.
Henry, we can't hear you anymore. Henry, we are cut off. We can't hear you anymore.
If I can ship in, I supported Mazi Chiedu. If they cannot give P2B that ticket, let's continue with APC. If we can perish a night, let everybody perish.
One way.
And this year, let everybody perish overnight. Because this is insecurity. You see, Nasarawa, they are running away from their house. Plateau, last time they kidnapped just a student that traveled out to Kaduna to visit his parents. If they cannot give P2B, because everybody knew quite all right, most of the Nigerians love P2B. So if they read that election, a primary in ADC, let Tinubu continue. Atiku has been there. He deputized Obasanjo. Kediyoka na Chona Sorok. Kediyoka, what age called? So for Mua, I support for him. na ya na ewebere ntebụ no that very day eje convention Peter Obi bata anya na akwa nkwaso ebe niile chala ọkụ ịghọta eji anya ama ọkachala acha. If they don't want to give Peter Obi that ticket, that corruption and bribery and corruption. Go just lobby overnight. I win the primary boku. Are you going to win the masses?
Okay.
All of a primary. Oh, you have to APC. Can you watch your football?
Hey,
Hello,
card brutal.
hello,
Card brutal.
Comrade, can I continue?
Continue.
Okay, so sorry about the interruption from the networks. We need to let me tell us. We need to very, very strategic this time around, because what ADC is trying to confront is a behemoth. This is a guy that has entrenched himself, and I mean Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in all the facets of all government establishment. Everything is in his bag. So you need that uncommon unity and strategy around winning Tinubu in 2027. That's why I'm telling all of us that when we begin to arrogate 2027 against one man, and we push Obi eventually, maybe if he's not able to get a ticket, you now run to another party to go and cannibal block vote that is supposed to go to one person under a coalition. It's very bad for Nigeria. So the point I'm making is this: while most of us are agitating that Obi should get the ticket, if at the end of the day Atiku managing, because Atiku is known for his ability to mesmerize primary, if he's able to win, and at the end of the day it happened that Obi should be a VP, we should give that ticket a combo, a nod, because the point is this: Obi on the ballot as a VP or as a candidate is a plus, and it's going to, I'm sure, will obliterate Tinubu before 12 noon. That's my humble opinion. Thank you.
Always had as always the kind of game I wanna see the winner takes all. If ADC are stupid enough not to deliver Obi as their presidential candidate, that means they never learned anything. They never learned anything. If the same political class that are claiming that they want to take over power, say they no go run around Peter Obi. But apart from just making statement, because we're not looking at making statement, we are predicting. And we're not just predicting from in isolation. We are predicting from the point of opinion, history, and verifiable data, so that we can, we'll be able to determine the dynamics of the current political landscape. As it is today, the political predictions I made before this program, the 4 factors I listed out, they are all pointing towards Peter Obi. Any factor that is mentioned, the number 1 factor is direct primaries. Direct primaries in the sense that every member of ADC or political party conducting their primaries will go for direct primaries, and all members will vote. The old order of delegation is over, and all that delegation primaries can monetize primary election, and thereby Atiku were upper hand as far as I'm concerned. So, yes, the body language, if you listen to Peter Obi during the convention, I've played that video over and over. He's more than assured that no direct primaries can aga. All the current exam, what the exam, that now it is over. You want to go? Because he negotiated the number of members of ADC as we have today. They are all majorly Obi. Now, coupled with Kwankwaso movement, all trooping into ADC. Atiku has a chance. And in a quote, if you listen to Atiku's Arise interview, if that he's going towards consensus candidate, they were all going towards consensus candidate. What I think we should be looking at, which is even basically why I want us to have this conversation. What are the challenges P2B will have? Because you cannot say with all the factors that are pointing towards him having upper hand to win that ticket, then what are challenges that are befalling him? Him being the new bride of the North, him being the choice of entire Nigerians, yet there are still obstacles or challenges. These are the challenges I wanted us to highlight, but nobody is even looking at that direction. What we're all focusing on is what we already know, which we've already highlighted in the prediction. The direct primaries have positioned P2B to win that primary election, the direct primary, and it's disadvantaged the old order. Then,
sorry, Chinedu, in a Guna direct primary, that article doesn't have money to buy 2 million people coming for them. Or one place, Kaya, to the vote. Is it online? You have to define what you mean by direct primary.
Then, the direct primary is just that every member of ADC
every member, like, what is the member? What is the number?
That will now be determined. Listen, that is what we are saying. If you are saying the concern now should be the direct primaries, how would they be able to manipulate that direct primaries? Because nothing is impossible for Nigerian politicians.
I don't know the whole country now. You can, one person now be able to, I think we keep one person 30,000 naira.
That's what I'm telling you. Now, if you are having, it is going to increase the stake.
Hello, sir.
I'm coming, Chinedu.
Hello, sir. Okay, sir.
So what I'm saying in essence is that it's very difficult for you to buy delegates in the direct primaries, unlike in delegate primaries. Go the number of people that are coming. You made your budget that these are the number of people, so number of people that are coming. And even the man in question, I know politicians, they can do grandstanding. They can give you assurance that what if and you know they are dealing with the opposition. And it's also a mind game and psychological game. I believe Atiku understands what he's doing. And from the confidence P2B exercising, shows clearly that now Atiku is in the basket. Atiku is already in the basket. He's already in the plan for P2B to emerge as their presidential candidate. Because if you look at his body language during that, for that now, in a Kwoku primaries or saying no, it's for us to get a consensus. He's more or less interested in the consensus candidate. And when you are going by consensus candidate, you will be looking at the most viable, most credible, and most sellable candidate, most acceptable by the population, by the people. That's the first thing you are going to look at. They are not looking at who has more money to buy votes or who has more capacity to win the primaries. No, that is not what consensus candidate is looking at. Consensus candidate will be evaluated by his credibility, by his marketability, by his sellability. You understand? So based on that, you can be rest assured that it is over, at least with the confidence on the exercise.
Hello, comrade. I think, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, how you can speak.
I need to say something.
Wait, I think,
sir.
I don't have any reservation about your contribution, but one thing you cannot neglect or try to downplay is when it comes to politics. That's what they call monotony. I can tell you, as a pragmatic analyst and a problem solver, there's something they call N2 philosophy in engineering. You must make room for
We're not hearing
his network has thrown him off.
Okay. Chinedu from me, please. You can speak.
Okay. My matter be say, you see, therefore, I saw when P2B they Arise TV. He said that if ADC, if they maneuver, they do like this, he can leave them. I support him because he said that if they do anything like what he himself will not understand, he will shift them, he leave them. That's the only thing I want to contribute.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
So, comrade, I hope I'm communicating. What I'm trying to say
Yes.
is this: at the end of the day, in as much as my own left for me, I want Obi to be on the ballot, whether as a candidate to a VP, because he's very important in that arithmetic to take power from Tinubu. Obi is the only person that Tinubu is afraid of, because do you understand? Tinubu has lost his political capital in the north, and he needs to establish dominance in the south, and Peter Obi is the only wedge to that dominance. So Obi is an important variable.
Harry, we cannot hear you anymore.
I think Henry is having network issue.
I thought as much.
Anyway, from what we're saying, I think what Henry is trying to say is that we should have plan B,
We
because
should
if
be
at the end of the
open-minded.
day, yes, we should be open-minded. We should be strategic. We shouldn't be seeing it that without P2B is nothing or nothing will happen. Without P2B, we are done for, or we are finished. So for now, what I believe is that for now, P2B is still the best. But we have to be looking beyond that as good governance ambassadors. If P2B becomes the president tomorrow, what do we expect him to do to better the laws of Nigeria? To me, Nigeria is too big to have the kind of system we presently have. Like Obasanjo once said, even if you have Jesus Christ in Aso Rock, with the way Nigeria is configured, that Jesus Christ will be messed up, that he will go back to heaven. Even though majority of Nigerians had issue with that, or because we are too religious people. But what Obasanjo said is the truth and nothing but the truth. Nigeria with population size of over 200 million naira taking command from a central government is faulty. Not P2B, not anybody can manage that kind of system. So if anybody is coming in now, that person must have capacity to look at Nigerians and say, we have to devolve, we have to decongest the center and return power to the federating unit. If not, Nigeria should go. We should stop pretending, because these guys staying in Europe, they can tell us the population size of Holland or the population size of Sweden or population size of Great Britain. How many people are there? Are there more than 80 million people? Or even the Indonesia we have, which system of government are they practicing? I think beyond looking at a person, because the problem with Africa is that we are too emotional, and we celebrate people a lot, like Mumu, like this person is a messiah. Nobody is a messiah. If the system is faulty, the person going there will be messed up. The issue why some of us want Tinubu to go is that Tinubu has no plan, and he is not making any effort to change the system, because you don't need 4 years, you don't need 3 years for you to change the system. just like LSUT in August has shown us, that a governor can come up just within 2 years or within 3 years and make a difference. You know, so we should begin to, beyond looking at the president, we should begin to discuss the problem with Nigeria and what should be done. It's not about praying that we are praying to God, though. God should be disappointed with us. We've all gone to school and we know what is right. Like Chinedu in Europe, he knows how the system is working there. Those guys, are they more smart? Are they smarter than us? We know how to have electricity. Few weeks ago, I wrote about this electricity very soon going the way of what we have here, telecommunication. The former night has gone, disappeared to the thing air. The former water boss, nobody is talking about them now. Everybody has his own or her own borehole. And nobody is talking about water, public water. Yeah, at least in Southeast. I don't know of the North. So if you fail to do right thing, of course, with time, you'll be forgotten. So we should be looking at, it's not just about P2B. We should be looking at what is the problem with Nigeria? What should be done by the incoming president? Or how do we put pressure on Tinubu, even as the president? Because Tinubu has at least, he has more than, this is April, he has 13 months to go. So begin to put pressure on him to do the right thing. Thank you.
Okay, Andy, thank you very much. We have a call coming in from US. If I'm not mistaken, please, your name and where you're calling from, and be brief because we are wrapping up. All right, Nicholas, go on.
Chinedu, we can't hear him.
Okay, sorry, hang on, brother. Hang on. They're saying you cannot hear him, but maybe from your own end, I think people are hearing him from the YouTube, which is most important thing. But you should be hearing him if you are hearing me because we are using a speak out.
Yeah, so can I go on?
Go on, please.
Yeah. So identify all the problems. He went to places outside the country to go and study about how those people have solved that problem. He took Anambra State as a pilot project and then he implemented.
We can't hear him again.
GGM, what is going on? Because I cannot hear anybody from the background. Everything is kind of like frozen.
Wow.
Chinedu, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Hang on, the caller on the WhatsApp. The people who are calling from the people who are joined from the Zoom not hearing you. But I'm still wondering if you can hear me. I suppose you should be able to hear him. But if it is not coming out well, you know what? I'm going to send you the link of the Zoom so that you can join and make your submission via Zoom. All right. So, Chooks, thank you for your interjection there. You've not spoken. I want you to speak or spark. Chooks.
All right, thank you. Thank you, folks. I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you, GGM family. Thank you, especially Chinedu. Before I say something, I will first want to use the opportunity to thank Chinedu specifically because I reached out to him a couple of days about a young Anambarian lady that has issue in Abuja, and he responded so fast.
Oh, so you are the person that called me.
I'm the one, Chinedu. So I really appreciate what GGM family is doing, and I'm a proud member of GGM family. But in life, some guys need to be visible, some guys need to be working, behind the scene. So I think I'm one of those guys working behind the scene. I think today we are speaking a lot, but I wanna center my own input around the question I was having to say. It was saying if P2B emerges, what is the main challenge? And I kind of like couldn't get someone that will kind of like goes to that point. From what I'm saying, Emma na ihe agba n'aka na ejiri enye enene because of the very clear. The only problem Obi is having is the only problem Obi has been having. And there is no magic there. The same problem Obi always in a Labour Party, Gafetana ADC, is still the same problem that has not been solved. And it can never be solved because that problem is a clear definition of what Nigeria is. The same problem maybe wasting a level where put on an ADC. That problem is still alive.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Not hear me yet. I'm at work, so I will not be able to be on video. So, can I go ahead?
Hello?
Chinedu, you're muted. We can't hear Chinedu.
Okay, sorry. All right. Sorry. Nicky just joined us right now. Let's give him like 2-3 minutes for him to make his submission quickly, and then we'll continue with you, Chooks, please. Just
right,
he's the person that called on the WhatsApp, so I have to redirect them on the Zoom. The person that you are unable to hear. So Nick, go on very quickly and briefly because we are running out of time, even myself.
All right, thank you very much. What I'm saying that actually I'm not a Nigerian, I'm a Ghanaian, but we all believe that one Africa will be the best. And looking at Mr. Peter Obi and having followed him, this is a man that God has destined. And he also has distinguished himself in a way that he's the right man for the job at this time. And everything that we must do to make sure that he comes and becomes the president at this time, we should all go ahead and do it. Why am I saying that? What I've noticed is that he's the man who studied all the problems facing Nigeria. He traveled outside the country to go and learn them. How do we solve this problem? Countries that have solved the problem, he went there to study and he came back. And then he took a pilot state, Anambra State, to be a pilot project. And he executed all the things he has learned. And he saw that it worked in Anambra State. So now he can replicate it in all over the Nigeria. So he has got the experience. Nobody can say Mr. Peter B has not gotten experience. He has gotten the experience. Like I was saying, when the COVID came, they have to use a sample to do what? To test the vaccine. And after they saw that it worked, they now replicate it to everybody. So let us all try to support Mr. Peter Obi Let us all beg Atiku, if possible, to leave the distance from Mr. P2B, because I believe that with him, Nigeria will take its glory, and Africa, especially West Africa, will be very glorious. So let us go ahead. Now, and I said that INEC is also not going to give a free and fair election. But what the people must do is that, like obedient, they must have a special election collation process developed. Because in Ghana, you could see that recently, when the elections were being carried out, the incumbent uh, candidate came out early to do what? To declare that he congratulated the opposition member because they have their collation system. And after they saw that the gap is too much, so the only way is that Mr. Peter B and Juju must have a collation system. And then they must collate their own result. So that even if they are going to court, they can carry that and it will be okay. And then everybody must put their hand to the wheel. If I beg this one, if we all see that Mr. Peter B cannot get the flag bearership in ADC, let us beg him to leave as early as possible. Because I heard somebody saying that if Mr. Peter B doesn't be on the ballot, he's going to cry. Me, I'm going to fall sick. I'm going to fall sick.
All right, people. All right, people. All right, people.
We also in the diaspora, we must come out to contribute some money to support, like election watch. There's a guy who will come out with election watch. Let us all see how we can do it so that God will give Mr. Peter B the presidency. Amen.
Thank you very much, our brother Nick from Ghana, speaking from the US. Thank you very much for your submission. Over to Chooks. Chooks, let us hear from you. Then
yes,
we'll wrap it up very quickly.
Yes, I just want to wrap up, but my time I will recover each minute because you are the one that moved my time away. But what I'm saying is that politics is not something that is being served a la carte. It's not free. You have to work for it, and this is a game of chess. So now this issue of let God, is good for us to be religious, but God doesn't have anything to do when it comes to, the president having the power to appoint who will re-elect him, and that's Nigeria for you. The president has already appointed who will re-elect him, or whatever we can call it, who will reselect him. It doesn't matter. So now it has been designed. Those that are saying Nigeria is not working, Nigeria is working perfect based on the engineering design of Nigeria.
Bam.
Tell me anything that is not working in Nigeria as was being designed.
It depends on how it is working.
It depends on the house where you are. Nigeria is an incorporation. Nigeria is a PLC. Nigeria is an establishment. And those who established Nigeria for purpose, Nigeria is working for them based on their own design. Like now, people are crying of fuel scarcity. Is there actually a fuel scarcity in Nigeria? Should there be any fuel scarcity in Nigeria if Nigeria is designed to work for Nigerians? No, Nigeria is not designed to work for Nigerians. That is why a country that doesn't even import fuel is in our backyard. All we need to do is to use a shovel to dig ground. We begin to scoop fuel, even more than we want. But we cannot. We have to wait for the so-called imported, if actually they are importing anything. We're crying of unemployment, but we cannot even refine the fuel we have to engage the youths and sell fuel at any price we want. We are not buying fuel. God has already given us those things in excess. and we're crying. So we shouldn't cry that Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is working. But it all depends on whether you are
Who
in
is
tune,
working for?
whether you are in tune with the design plan. So based on that, Nigeria is working very good. Let me kind of like not digress and go straight to answer the Chinedu's question. What will be Obi's greatest challenge?
Good. Never have gotten a tune.
To me, Obi's greatest challenge is for him not reading the handwriting on the wall.
What handwriting is that?
The handwriting I am saying is that he is dealing with somebody that has already pushed himself in as owners of Nigeria, that controls every political parties in Nigeria. And that person is nobody but Tinubu.
Tinubu.
The same Tinubu, planted those refracts in ADC, via which Obi absconded to ADC. I'm seeing that, another group of politicians that I will call refracts, they are already in that ADC, and they came from PDP. Ask yourself, Chinedu person, let me ask you a question. Do you think there's a fracas between El-Rufai and Tinubu? There's no fracas between El-Rufai and Tinubu. Do you think that there's a fracas between Tinubu and the former Osun State governor in ADC? I don't think there's a fracas there. If you can recall, Tinubu started making campaign for 2027 the day he was sworn in 2023. So what made us think that El-Rufai and Aleboshola and co, that they are not part of that design? And they were designed and kind of like kept for a day like this. At worst case scenario, hold on a second, I'm coming. At worst case scenario, P2B carries the flag of ADC. The next day, you begin to hear that El-Rufai say this, El-Rufai go to court. Aleboshola, whatever his name is, go to court. The same thing before you know it, the people will be just like nobody. As far as Nigeria is concerned, there is no political party in Nigeria. It's one man's word. The way Nigeria is today. Tinubu did it successfully in Lagos, and he has the powers now to do it in the whole federation. If you listen to their yesterday or thereabout congregation they had, he told them that he won when he was nobody. Now he is the commander-in-chief, having them there.
Okay.
Who will challenge him?
Let me Chooks, let me interject very quickly, because me personally, I need to rest. Since you want to come on all now. So we have gone past over an hour scheduled. Now we are heading to 2 hours. But nevertheless, that's the essence of this very meeting, to give the people a voice. Okay. And I know it's going to get better. We are just now we have some few people that joined us. I'm going to give them opportunity to speak for 2 minutes. We have Collins Oburuchi, who joined us. We also have Emmanuel Yuel, and both of you just joined. I will give you 2 minutes to speak, then I'll wrap it up. Onoanage Kuzioku afterwards will be his closing remark, which will be about a minute for each and every one of us, please. So that Kamua just wake, because since morning I've been seated here working. So because for that, having said that, let me quickly say this before as my own response to what you said. we are overrating Tinubu. Nigerians are overrating Tinubu. I'm telling you this, there is nobody that is panicking in Nigeria today than Tinubu. If what they are doing is grandstanding. They are only counting on the lousiness of Nigerians. They are only counting on the narrative that Tinubu is undefeatable. They are only counting on the narrative that no, there is nothing you can do. I'm telling you honestly speaking, and that is the mindset they want to demonstrate and convince Nigerians with all the shenanigans you see them do. As far as I'm Tinubu's camp is under panic mood. I'm not exaggerating. And I'm going to, before the end of this program, tell you where the real problem would be for P2B. Okay? And that will form the basis of our next prediction. So let me begin with Collins Obrushi.
Hello, Mazi.
My name Ganiru.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you.
So, Mazi, ana m ege ihu na-ekwu but m na-egevu na YouTube before mụnwa batazia ịghọtago. So, Mazi, enwere ihe mụnwa na-eche n'obi nke m. Ihe a nwanne anyị nwoke, this thing, let me speak English, as our brother is running up and down with enemy surrendering him in the so-called ADC. There is no chance for him. And again, if at all P2B gets ticket of Asoro, now tell me how P2B is going to manage insecurity. Why everybody, even unborn children, knows that our military have compromised. Half of the military is Boko Haram terrorists. Half of the military and the police. Half. So tell me why his regime will not be sabotaged.
Okay, you want me to answer that question very?
Okay, if you can.
You are muted, Chinedu. You are muted.
Chinedu, on your microphone.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, now, what I'm saying is, in essence, is that I'm not going to speak or to answer the question about how P2B is going to manage insecurity, because I'm not P2B and I'm not contesting to be president. But if peradventure I am the president of Nigeria, to solve insecurity once and for all is to balkanize Nigeria to regional government. Everybody go and sort your problem out. Then you now understand the stakes. Those people who are using and hiding under insecurity to do their business in the north, they will all of those interests, they will start fighting themselves. Either they fix their homeland or everything go bust. I'm telling you honestly, the problem of insecurity in Nigeria is the structure of Nigeria.
Okay, Chinedu, okay, I heard you. So, but for that your opinion, you are saying your opinion, for that your opinion, unless you wait until Satan or Sokoto die.
Before you can return Nigeria back to regional government?
If Satan or Sokoto, the head of terrorists, still alive, there is no chance of returning Nigeria. Nobody can do it.
Excuse me. He asked me if I am the president.
Yes, I said for your opinion. No, yes, I said
now.
Yeah, I said
that's what I'm saying. My
yes,
opinion
you
is
said
that,
your opinion, but I'm telling you for your opinion.
Somebody
If
like
you are
me, somebody like me, if me now tomorrow I become the Nigerian president tomorrow, to hell with them. Okay, what we need is people that have political will to do what they need to do. Somebody that have no stake, nothing at stake. You understand what I mean? So all of these things I know is just still based on sentiment and emotion. that it is not.
Chinedu,
It
listen.
is like a deficit mentality. The only person that can defeat insecurity in Nigeria, except you are arguing that if Nigeria is balkanized into regional government, you know what regional government entails. If Nigeria is balkanized into regional government through federalism, insecurity in Nigeria will die immediately. You will now see and know that these bandits are only operating by the sponsorship of those who are mining natural resources in the north.
As simple as that.
Then those who are benefiting from it and those who will be their arch rival, that is the time they will now sit themselves, their ass down and say, nah, the game has changed. If they want to destroy their territory, that is their business. So, my brother, I don't want us to drag further into that.
Okay, I heard you, Chinedu. For my final say, Chinedu, it's more better to leave Jagaban, to live for lifetime president. It's more better because if eventually P2B enters there, what do we see will be times 3.
No,
that's what we are seeing now.
Let that happen.
I'm telling you the truth, Chinedu.
Listen, so let that happen. You know, people will say, oh, let us deal with the devil we know than the angel we don't know. My brother, we have dealt with the devil we know. We are going to try another until we get it right. You understand what I mean? So, as far as I'm concerned,
but why is it that
it doesn't mean that P2B is an angel? It doesn't mean that. Excuse me. It doesn't mean that if P2B becomes president of Nigeria, he will turn Nigeria upside down to become the El Dorado you see under one night. No. So it is a process. It is a process that must be kick-started. So we cannot continue in the old narrative. If that is your position, then there is no need for us to sit down here and be talking all through the night.
No, you are doing your best, Chinedu. You are doing your best. I always give you, I watch most of your video. In fact, out of 100%, I can tell you that I always watch 90% of your video. You are doing well, but what I'm telling you is this. Nigeria is in the hands of some people. Some group of criminals.
And Collins,
there is no need. Allow them to do their shit. Allow them to enjoy their shit.
I believe you are outside Nigeria and are not bearing the brunt of what we are facing here.
I'm also facing it because my family is there.
No. You are not facing it directly, because if you are facing it directly like us here,
Chinedu,
your language will be different.
How much you are buying fuel in Nigeria is what I'm buying it in the same Nigeria.
It's not the same thing. We are not living under the same. It's not the same thing that we are buying.
No,
I said not living under the same economy.
No, not to here. My family is there. My family is there.
Yes, I know your family is here, but you directly feeling the heat by ourselves. By the time if you come and stay in Nigeria for 2 months, for 6 months straight, then you start you start changing.
Chinedu, 2006. This motherfucker, this drug baron called Tinubu demolish our shop in allowance in Lagos. So don't tell me that I didn't feel the heat. I feel the heat. I was brought up. Wait, Chinedu.
No, I cannot allow you to sell that narrative here, because that is the narrative we want to clear.
So I'm telling you that I feel the heat as well. I feel it.
No.
I left Nigeria.
As far as I'm concerned, you're not feeling the heat enough. You are running away from the heat. We are inside the heat.
If I don't feel the heat, if I don't feel the heat, how am I going to run away from the heat? If I don't feel the heat.
No, and the point is that, Collins, what you are saying is exactly what we want to defeat here.
Yes.
Because that is the mentality, that is what Tinubu is counting on, and we don't want to encourage it here. And that is the truth.
Okay.
That is the truth.
Okay.
We have somebody.
Agree all in the house.
Thank you, Collins. Emmanuel Jua, please, your time, please, very quickly, because we are fast spend the time. More than
Well, I greet everybody. I don't know if you guys are hearing me.
Yes.
I was very, very busy, but I just joined you guys. And the little I've heard of what you guys are discussing, I just want to base my own on this, what my brother Colin is trying to say. If we have to say, let us just leave it and face it that way, then we will die inside it. For anything to work out in this world, there must be a fight. There must be a fight. So, when we were small in the school, we used to do tug
of war.
Tug of war, yeah. With it. That tug of war is play, but that is the real life. That is the real thing. I know it is hard, like you rightly said. Nigeria is in the hands of people, and not just in the hands of people that is in Nigeria. Foreign bodies have a lot of things to gain in what is happening in Nigeria. And that is why it is still happening up till now. And if the people in Nigeria does not, the issue we have in Nigeria, my brothers, is that nobody has the balls. Let me just put it that way. Nigerians don't have the balls to stand for their rights. For the last said it for a long time, they were doing nothing to do that until they kill him. Nobody has the balls. We are outside, we are not feeling the heat. That area is where I disagree with you again. People that are outside, we think we feel the heat because we are hearing of what is happening in Nigeria, and maybe our people are asking us money because the money is not enough, and we think we are feeling the heat. That is not feeling the heat. Feeling the heat is being in Nigeria and suffering on the kind of things that are happening in Nigeria, and you cannot take it anymore. Nigerians can't take it anymore, but they don't have, their eyes are tied. Because nobody wants to die for the other. Nobody wants to revolt. It is the problem. The issue is that our brother Peter Obi is in a very, very hot soup too. The people he thinks that
It's him that are supporting him. At the time they will revolt against him, they will be doing and they will be working against him at his back. So Nigeria is a place where you cannot say that you have people that are working with you. They will easily go to those people and buy them off, and that's it. You are done for. See what is happening with these city boys and all these things that these people are doing. It's just because
these people are trying to protect their interests. They are trying to protect their business because they know if they refuse, that place they are, they will bring them down overnight, and nothing will happen. Our problem in Nigeria is that nothing will happen when they do those injustice, when they do that thing that is not supposed to be done. They will do it and go scot-free because nothing will happen. Who will come for you? They will just pick you, put you inside somewhere, and die you off. Go to your business, bring out a policy, destroy that business, nothing will happen. And nothing will happen. You see?
All right.
Look at what, according to how they call it, but respectfully, the professor in the governor Anambra State is doing. He believes nothing will happen. He do things he does even without prejudice, knowing that it's not supposed to be done, but he will do it because he is supporting, he is in the side of those people that have the power, and that nothing will happen. You know, this thing I did in the market, can he do it in any place where justice is? He will not do it. A lot of things he's doing, he cannot do it. Look at what happened in London. I'm surprised that something could happen in London. You are trying to get people's mind about what's happening. They ask you questions, you get offended. Your people begin to handle people. Oh my God, man! This issue, I don't like to talk about politics in Nigeria because nothing will happen. Even if you say it, that truth will not prevail. That is the problem we have in Nigeria.
All right. Okay, Emmanuel, thank you for your submission. Thank you very much. Somebody else came in. Chukwuekte. I didn't see the name fully. Person that joined us, you know, yourself. I'm not mistaken. Chukwete, please, let's get your opinion quickly. If you want to say your opinion, please be very brief so that we can end today's conversation. It's long overstretched. Unmute yourself if you're speaking already. Go on. Are you having problem with your mic? Chukwete. Are you there? I think he's having issues. I think we're going to skip him. We might try some other time. Chukwete, sorry about that. But can you hear me? Are you there? Okay, I think that is it for now. My brothers, thank you very much. And sisters, thank you very much for joining. And those who have been watching all this while, this is Political Review, and we are doing an critical analysis on some of the political predictions that are out there. And I hope that you enjoyed the program today. It's very informative, very engaging. I hope that we all join next week edition on this program so that we can continue to mold opinions that will shaping our society for good. I thank you, Ndubisi and Enugu, a very confident ally. Henry Ebubogo, thank you very much. And every one of our discussants today, from Iron Lady, Nkiru, thank you very much for your submissions today. Chooks, Emmanuel, we appreciate you. Collins Obruchi, thank you very much. Nick from Ghana, we thank you very much. Every one of you, we appreciate you. Thank you for joining today's program, and I hope to have you all back again next week. If I need to discuss today enough, we are going to continue next week on Political Review, where we'll be talking about our political predictions. So if you've not watched the political prediction for today, go on our YouTube channel. You will see it there. Watch it and also share your opinion on the comment section, and also share to other people, because through there we are molding opinion, we are shaping the minds and sharpening the minds of our people to get prepared for the revolution ahead of us. Thank you, every one of us who are part of this program, and God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Bless you too, Mazi.
Thank you very much, brother.